Yeah. Come on.
Yo! What is up, guys? We are live. No. No, you didn't. But, hold on. I have you on the wrong channel. I think that's better.
All right.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
think.
better? I have no idea.
Oh, no, now they can hear you.
Oh no.
Oh, this is terrible. I'm sorry, guys. We have, quite the show. It turns out Nick Rekieta has, flown in the face of Eric July by sitting on the fence. It's one fence too far.
Yeah, does
Yeah.
seem to be.
How dare he stand in direct opposition by not picking a side?
Picking a side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. And we
Yeah.
also have Matt Barr did a stream that everybody has told me. I haven't seen it. Vicky clipped it. But everybody's told me that it's one of the best streams.
It is
Of all
probably one of the best CG streams of the year.
Of all time. Of the
Yeah.
year.
Of the year for sure.
Of the year of all time. So yeah, that's gonna be the show. Oh, then also Ethan did some really stupid cover for Cyberfudge or whatever.
Yeah, for that death, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's whatever. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
But yeah,
because there's always lore.
There is.
There is always lore.
But before we do any of that, let's just catch up with the chat. It's very happy that there's not much going on in the chat.
Morg seems excited.
I was gonna start with Nail Bunny, but then luckily I read their comment before. Okay, that's good. Lunga says you're a little too excited there, Morg. He's always excited. Leave him alone.
No, he's not always excited.
That's true. He's never
really excited.
Except for sometimes. He's always never sometimes excited. Bat on my face says, hello to Eric, who is secretly watching. Crack open a Bud Light and just enjoy. Robert Willing, good to see you in the chat, man.
Hi,
he
Robert.
says, hey. We have Rab Rumlord. Hello. Deathwish says, yep, he. Morg says, Matt Barr is amazing. He is.
He is.
And Rab Rumlord says, mandatory insult to JDA, the wife beater. May he always be sad. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, did you hear it? You tweeted about it, didn't you?
Yeah, he threatened Nerdette with a lawsuit and then also tried claiming that she was mad at the internet.
I'm watching Nerdette yesterday. And I don't know if it was a stream from yesterday. My notifications are weird. And she's talking about how JDA had sent her an email threatening to sue her because she called him a wife beater on a stream. And I was just like, oh God, really? Really, John?
Yeah.
That's sad. And then I saw his tweet because she mentioned him laughing her ass off. Suddenly she's mad at the internet.
And unhinged.
Yeah. Much like Yellow Flash is mad at the internet this week.
What are you talking about? Everybody's mad at the internet because of him. Shut up.
Right. Jesus Christ. Talk about someone having a rough week, right?
Mm-hmm. That is true. And there's our tiptoeing Eric.
Aww.
It's something. Let's just go ahead and jump right on into things. I think we'll start with Rekieta. Yeah.
I start wherever you like.
We're starting with you. Shut up.
And that's great.
I don't hear him.
Right now, I'm
Thank you.
candidly, I'm very, very frustrated. Very frustrated with how things are unfolding in the.
By the way, guys, the importance of this video, I should have maybe given some backstory. There's 3 very, very big lies in this video. I guess people in backrooms are giving Rekieta shit for not choosing a side when it comes to Dick Masterson and Eric July.
Yeah.
But more important than that, Rekieta says 3 very big lies here, and I don't think they should go overlooked.
I think Rekieta's being bombarded with many Captain Mannings.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Comics community.
He looks like it.
Yeah.
I always want everyone to succeed in their business projects. I really do. I really, really do. I love independent creators and creation. I love the communities they build. I love the money they raise. I love that they engage their fans and love them. I really hate when we act the same. I really hate when we are immune from criticism, from critique, from scrutiny. I don't ever want to be put on a supporter versus detractor list.
And we're about to hear big lie number 1.
He has to tell you that
I will
because you can't
never kiss a fucking ring in my life for anybody.
Except for his wife's boyfriend. Yeah.
Oof.
That's a really big lie there. That's a really big lie.
Eric July is a good dude who loves his fucking community. Unabashedly, he's not mean to his customers. He is not rude. He says, hey, thank you. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for buying this book and making this dream real. I love that. And I will support that 100,000 days out of 10. But if you ask me to kiss a fucking ring, I will not.
Big lie number 2 is about to come up.
If you ask me to accept evidence against a quote unquote detractor when that evidence is woefully deficient, I won't.
But here is him doing that exact thing
I
to
never
Thomas
will.
Roy Loop.
And so many people have told me that other people I associate with have quote unquote tried to destroy a person's business. And I'm sorry. I've seen the presented evidence, and that isn't true. And I have seen close personal friends, associates, comrades acting like absolute fucking faggots lately over this shit, doing dividing lines, doing the exact shit that Marvel, DC, and Disney, and every other big entertainment industry does. Oh, you don't toe the line? You're not in. You're not good. We don't want you. Sorry, I don't bow to pressure.
The biggest lie of all. This one is, it's especially, what's the word? It's especially, just, it's such a big lie, such a big obvious lie.
I'm gonna get you a thesaurus.
It's fucked up.
I don't bow to fucking cuckery.
Already, we are 0.0 seconds in, and this is the face of a cuckold, ladies and gentlemen.
God.
Just, why would he say something so obviously false?
Man, though, he just must be getting bombarded by shit in back rooms.
Yeah.
Over all of this.
You know, he made sure to specify. He made sure to specify that he that Eric July wasn't doing those things. It was just people around him,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
But then something happened. Eric July made a statement, and we're about to watch Rekieta watch Eric July.
Eric July in a recent video called How I'm Feeling. You can go check out the whole thing. The first 2 minutes and 15 seconds aren't relevant. I'm going to play from 2 minutes and 15 seconds to when it stops being relevant. It's only 8.5 minutes or just under 9 minutes total. So it won't be too long either way.
I will say this, and I guess this is somewhat serious. From that whole deal, it has been.
I'm only going to pause it to explain that whole deal being. He just said the parties in the trademark lawsuit are talking, and he expects to see that thing progress and resolve. He just can't talk about it yet, and he can't wait till he does. But so that whole thing is the trademark stuff with the RippaVerse. Okay, just with ISOM. All right, so just giving you that context. That's it.
Interesting, for lack of better terms, to see how other people are responding to it. People that I've had a lot of respect for as well. And look, I don't require anybody's loyalty. That's kind of corny, especially, that's not what it is that I require of anybody. But it has been interesting to see, as an example. I have to mention them because I don't want anybody to think that like there's some diss or sneak diss. Like with Nick Rekieta, for example, and I don't think he's nearly as impartial as he thinks of himself, and that's cool, right? He's known the other party, I think, longer than he has me, and I just wish he would just flat out say it, instead of acting like, oh, he's so objective. Mainly because there's things that just are going completely unignored as far as the context of what's been happening, as if there hasn't been people that are involved here that have worked overdrive to slander, libel, flat out lie, misrepresent this company, and even do kind of this gay op stuff. And there's proof of it. I'm not just saying on one email or something. I mean, them just flat out admitting what it is that they're trying to do and contacting people, or doing this weird stuff, or trying to incentivize people. And egging them on to try to get in some lawfare, like acting as if that's just not a thing, is very intriguing. And it's not just with him. And the reason why I bring that up is because I have way too long given people more credit than I probably should have. Okay. And what I mean by that is that the rules for engagement of how they view us being cool is different. Like I, for example, wouldn't do something, and they have no problem doing it. And so that doesn't mean that they're in the wrong when they operate the way that they do. It just means that I need to adjust because the rules have been established there. And now I'm going to do that, right? The only thing that I require there is reciprocity. I certainly will not. I don't want to be getting hit up about stuff and somebody saying, well, hey, we cool, right? It ain't all good when it's not all good. And let's just be honest there. It's really all, we're not going to just pretend that type of stuff away. And it's been interesting seeing people operate the way that they have, like I haven't seen it. And I have seen it, and I'm going to just start acting accordingly. But there have some people that have rocked with me, that have always rocked with me. The whole Friday Night Tights crew, Gary, all.
Yeah.
How dare he?
Somewhere buried in that word salad. Jesus Christ, that man just can't talk. It was, yeah. How dare you not take my side? Even though you don't have to, and I don't expect you to, but how dare you not do it?
Well, I think actually what he said was, and nothing he said technically contradicts. It's not that he expects loyalty, but it's not that he didn't take Eric's side. It's that he didn't go against Dick Masterson. Pretty much exactly the same thing, but I just worded it differently.
Yeah. So it's been actually kind of fun the last, I don't know how long now, watching Dick Masterson go after all of Rekieta's little online friends.
Yeah.
Cecil, now Yellow Flash. Because he called Xander Hall a groomer, so that blew up in his fucking face.
Oh
Yellow
yeah,
Flash.
Xander Hall, by the way, he's a streamer. He's left. And I guess he's a groomer because Yellow Flash doesn't like him.
Doesn't like him. Yeah. Yeah, he did a video. He talked about him on his stream. He clips out all of his streams into segments, so you can watch just that one. And he was giving Yellow Flash shit for a video that he did regarding that whole Miles Morales bullshit that he likes to spew. And Yellow Flash's video was just reassuring everybody that he wasn't mad, that he got ratioed all to fuck, and thank you for the engagement. But I'm not mad, I got ratioed all to fuck. And then the next thing you know, he just drops his picture of Xander Hall and calls him a groomer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so fucking immature and so typical of Yellow Flash.
Yeah. But
You know?
a little sidetracked. A little. A little bit. But yeah, things aren't going good between the GriftTubers.
No.
They're grifting apart.
Very much so.
Yeah.
The Comics Kings are promoting their Indiegogos without the hashtag.
Oh no. Yeah, Ethan's
Oh,
also
no.
found himself in this same situation as Nick right now, because he also won't throw Vito under the bus to take the blame for some supposed gay op that
Didn't happen.
didn't happen, at least not the way that it's being told.
Right.
You know. And so his friends, Yellow Flash, Tug, and Comicsgate Kings like Cecil and stuff, they're also mad at him, much like they're mad at Nick Rekieta. So it's interesting.
Yeah, the new alignment.
What I find really funny though is if we go back to that Nick Rekieta video where he's like, I don't like when we are above criticism, and he's acting like this is all new behavior. But it's not.
They've been doing this all along.
He's just found himself on the receiving end finally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
one thing
aside
I
from
will
Manning.
I will give Nick. Yeah, but Manning's nobody. One thing I will give Nick is he doesn't, disavow when told to disavow. But
Yeah.
also at the same time, because it's funny, right? Like the whole
He gets
time.
all stubborn and just won't do it, period. even
Well,
when
no,
it's way
Nick
past
Rekieta
time.
just doesn't want to do anything, which
That's true.
should not be seen as some type of moral
Virtue?
stance. Yeah, because it's not. He just doesn't want to do anything. Even in the face of watching his buddies do shitty things, the things that they claim to be against, he doesn't actually want to do anything.
Yeah.
Now he's just mad because they're trying to make him do something.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It'll still be fun to watch for a while. We have when you look at the whole comics Venn diagram around Comicsgate, Comicsgate isn't doing very well at all financially. People are jumping ship. You've got Yellow Flash is supposed to be launching his book before the year's end. Eric July has 1, possibly 2 books out before the end of the year. That's gonna just vacuum up a whole lot of cash that could go to a whole bunch of other much more deserving books, even in Comicsgate. I can't believe I just said that. But yeah, and then content. Have you seen the content coming out of Comicsgate, guys? I think I saw Risey in the chat. No offense, Risey, you know I love you. But when Shane Davis is e-fapping your streams, it's dire out there, man. Dire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you meant by that, but I'm gonna take it as an insult to Risey. You piece of shit. Now though, one bit of content from Comicsgate that apparently is one of the best contents of all time this year is Matt Barr's stream. So let's give that a watch.
If he doesn't take it down by the time the stream is over, you can find it over on his channel. He put it up. It's a little old, but we haven't streamed. September 1st, I think he streamed it. And it's called something like Brief Reply to PTP Tweet.
It was not brief.
It lasts for an hour. At least check out the first 30 minutes.
I like Matt Barr, but it was not brief.
It was
from what
not
I mean,
brief
just the
at
time length.
all.
I haven't seen it, but I hear it's great. So let's just
Oh, it was so long.
let's just give it a watch.
Long.
Somebody sends me what Patrick had said in a tweet behind a block, which is like, I mean, Ethan's like, it's not. Don't even worry about him. Nobody cares about him, but it's still annoying. And I did a book with him, so let's just. So he has me blocked. Matt, I blocked you because you are one, if not the most. How much more do I have to be the most unprofessional person I've ever worked with? That's why you are blocked. Right? So I'm blocked because he told Shane and Kelsey that I walked off a book and that I quit the book. So I go to him, I'm like, why are you saying this? I didn't quit. You need to apologize. I have the DMs, which is dumb, but I have the DMs and I'm not going to share them, but I could, but it's like, you need to apologize, basically, is the gist of them. And he wouldn't, and then he blocked me, right? So it's like, what do you talk about professional? You've just been teaching. You've done 2 covers and then you've done your own shit. So it's like, give me a break. Show me your resume. And then,
Wait.
There's this other layer of and people think I was joking, but the first time we're on the phone, which is a classic move.
This is the best part.
Is to kind of vaguely text some shit. You know what I mean? And then fucking be like, hey, let me call you up, and be like, okay. And so he calls me up, and this is the first time we call. And he says that he's had a sex dream with me and some fucking MILF, and it's it just really internally kind of skied me out a little bit.
What?
That was fucking gross. So
Yes, no.
let's talk about professionalism. Unprofessional. I thought that was weird. I thought the fucking dream thing was weird. I thought some of the other comments that he made at BotCon were weird. As soon as we sat down for drinks, he went in on the whole Ethan shit. Who if I was an E-man or whatever, and it was what the fuck? Also, the whole thing with Dale. I've never done anything like that with Dale. I don't have any videos that I've deleted where I've canceled a project and then blamed the creator's money issues or fucking mental problems. You fucking came at Dale it was all about him. It really should have been a really short kind of which is so fucked up, dude, because you were so fucking proud to swipe that from Phil. But and you were really bragging about that shit, and it was, which, whatever, dude. Your handling of Dale was
that was pretty fucked up. For those of you that don't know, we talked about it at the time, but you know, nobody listens to us.
Nobody
PTP,
fucking listen. It went past everybody when we talked about it.
Yeah, PTP straight up stole
The Pit Omnibus.
Yeah, the Pit Omnibus
from
the Diaz brothers. Like, they had been working on it, and PTP used his you know, connections, I guess, as being a CG king, to just take it when they had already put, you know, time, effort, and money into it. Just because he
I don't know if
could.
they put any money into it, but they were definitely putting time and effort.
Well, time is money, Vicky. Okay.
Okay. All right. Time is money. You know, and that was really fucked. And we said it was fucked at the time, and nobody cared. You know, Ethan was trying to pretend it was nothing. They're all pretending it's no big deal. It went from being under Billy Tucci. His wife was the one that first launched the Pit Omnibus campaign, to it being just PTP after the Indiegogo docs thing, I guess. I don't know, but it was all just so fucking underhanded.
Yeah.
So underhanded. You know, it was the give the guy who streams with Shane, because you know Ethan's the one that really fucking wanted it, right? But give it to the guy that works with the Kings instead of letting some young up and comer business guy have a break with maybe something he could have, you know, that he could have actually smacked on a real resume.
Yeah.
It was just fucked up.
Yeah, but
they all knew it at the time, so you know they all knew this was going on at the time, and none of them were fucking saying anything.
Because they don't care.
None of them.
Because
Kaiser
is makes a good point. He says these people need better friends, maybe even some delightful pals.
Like, was pretty piss poor. Also, you're attacking Gabe. That probably wasn't too good. So really, like, calling somebody unprofessional. Come on, bro. Give me a break. Sorry if I do business on a handshake. I mean, who else have you done? So you were with you did some business with me, and you didn't have a contract, and it's gone to shit. Let's see. You had Billy coloring the book. Like, I don't even want to get into that because I don't need to fucking white knight anybody. But, you know, I took a pay cut so that Billy would get paid for colors.
Spoiler, he did good. I just cut it out.
Talk about unprofessional, dude. You saw my inks. Then you saw him coloring it. Then when he finally delivered the pages, you said you didn't like them. And then you started bitching about how you had a budget and how you had to get them recolored by Kelsey, which you only got one page colored by Kelsey. The rest of the pages you fucking colored. And you could tell, because it's like, oh, one page looks good, and the other ones look like fucking dog shit. And you're like, okay, that's a Kelsey page, and those two are fucking Patrick pages. Am I embarrassing? I don't know, man. I don't know. That could be honest. That could be true. We'll leave it at true. Sometimes that could be. But I'll tell you what's embarrassing is that fucking art you post. And that's really all that matters. You know what I mean? That's really all that matters at the end of the day. Who can complete a sentence and who can fucking draw better. And I got both hands up for both of those. So keep it on the dog pile. Yeah, like, clearly you don't see me on Malin's channel talking shit about you. You know what I mean? He's got a whole nother problem with you. I'm just pissed off that you were lying about me and then you blocked me instead of apologizing. And then now you're like you're leaving these giant ass walls of text. Who am I brown nosing? Trash talk. Okay, I'm gonna leave that black. I might even fucking highlight that and underline it because suck a dick, you fucking weirdo. I'm talking mad shit because I can. You deserve it. You're just doing your own books and fucking the students.
Oh no!
I know you don't do that anymore. You stole somebody's wife. You're happily married. It's fine. That's fine. I won't. Hell, I think I might be doing a book with JDA. fuck it. You know, my good
Jeez.
friend JDA said turn everything into content, so that's what I'm doing right now.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No, Matt, come back from the dark.
Like the worst advice anybody can actually give you.
Yeah, that's true.
And have you take it. Like, I mean, just it's so bad. But yeah, the sex dream thing, so fucking weird. And all I can sit there and think as I was listening to the stream the first time around was, he just told you the first time you talked to him that he had a sex dream with you in it, and you still decided to work with him? Like, that's the first thing he tells you, and you're like, yeah, I'll work with you, dude. I can't even imagine that.
Yeah, I actually don't have anything to say. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
A lot of what I cut out was backroom DM gossip shit.
Wow, she cut out all the good parts. Is
No,
what she's
it was
saying.
man, the stream, like, like I said, that first, whole 40 minutes was pretty fire. A little
Yeah.
slow, but fire. He talks slow. Because he's all hyed up. He can't help it. But yeah, so the beginning of the schism between the two of them and why Matt Barr quit that book of PTPs, that hadn't even been done yet. No agreement had been made. No time schedule had been put out. He just said, I'm finishing up the one I'm doing. That's it. Right. Was because it goes back 2 years, and I don't remember if you guys, well, I don't know if you guys remember when Matt Barr had a big old dust up with Joe Ball on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
It was great. Morg remembers. And so that's actually what this all goes back to. 2 years ago, when Joe Ball and Matt Barr were beefing on Twitter. And apparently that caused some total havoc in Ethan's green room at the time, because Joe Ball was in there. Well, maybe not Joe Ball, but Anna was in there.
Yellow Flash.
Yellow Flash. They dipped out. They left the green room because of something Joe Ball had shared with them from DMs with Matt Barr. And I mean, just this total fucking shit show 2 years ago. Well, PTP starts tagging Yellow Flash and trying to get promoted by Yellow Flash, right? For his campaign. And Matt Barr's just pissed that he's it's just a stupid Twitter fucking shit, right? Pissed that he's tagging Yellow Flash, but he's not tagging him because he's the one that did the pencils. I mean, it's just like this crazy, stupid first grade kind of crap, right? But it just culminates into one of the most glorious streams ever given to us in Comicsgate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, I kind of agree with Matt. Why would you tag Yellow Flash for promotion? I'm on Matt's side.
I know. Yellow
Gotcha.
Flash's channel's been, it's been growing. You know it has been.
Yeah,
right?
but I mean,
You're
don't
getting
know.
more views on your Yellow Flash video. That's how you know.
Yeah, but
Yeah. But he's part of, Comicsgate. It's a whole try and get through Yellow Flash to FNT if you can. Yeah.
yeah, this still
So-
sounds terrible and stupid.
Oh,
It still
it
sounds like a
sounds
terrible and
terrible.
stupid plan.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
But
Uh,
we have one more story for you guys.
just one.
Just one. I guess Ethan did this really stupid cover.
Oh man, it is so bad.
It is pretty
Right.
bad. And also, like, you were telling me, because I didn't know this, but that's his mugshot picture.
Yeah, it's his
and it
mugshot
says
picture.
never surrender.
He had to surrender to take the mugshot picture, dude. Like, that is the worst. That is the worst memery. It's so boomer.
Yeah,
So
never
boomer.
surrender, as he surrendered himself
Yeah.
into custody. Like, okay.
$25 for a topical variant cover for a book that's supposed to come out in December of this year that won't.
Yeah,
So,
definitely no chance in hell that's happening. But it also reminds us of this time when
oh yeah,
yeah,
that time.
this time.
Back, way back in the day. Some of you may not even have been around. Right at the beginning of Comicsgate. This was the first big schism. This was Trump's Space Force. It was a book being done by Tim Lim, I believe Mark Pellegrini, or maybe just Tim and Chuck Dixon, the three of them.
It was I don't think Pellegrini was on Space Force.
Might not have been on it. It may have just been Tim Lim and Chuck Dixon. Now, nobody cared that Chuck Dixon was going to be doing this political book, but Ethan flipped the fuck out. And then pretended to not know it was Lim and Dixon's. I mean, it was just this big shit show. Tim Lim got kicked out of Comicsgate and is still mocked to this day because he showed up on one of Ethan's streams with actual transcripts of what Ethan said so Ethan couldn't talk his way out of it. Ethan has never forgiven him for being called a liar on his own live stream. It's why I think the stream with Ethan and Doug is still up on Doug's channel. Maybe, I don't know. I think it was around the same time, exactly the same day, maybe even. But it was, that was Ethan's first big flex.
Yes, but here's the thing. Tim came in with transcripts, so Ethan couldn't, wiggle his way out of the truth. But here's how you know CG is so stupid. They all were like, haha, facts, nerd, and they went at Tim for providing facts, and that's how you know Comicsgate is full of idiots.
Yeah,
and it never should have been a thing.
I think that book is still available on Amazon. Ethan was like, we shouldn't be doing political books, no politics in our books, no political books, blah, blah, blah.
That's so weird because Ethan usually appreciates a good set of nuts. So, I don't know. It was weird. He didn't appreciate it.
No, did not appreciate it.
But he does love the male genitalia, so that's odd.
Happy belated birthday, Rob Curo 85, by the way.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah.
I bought one of Eric July's Vans, thinking it was going to be rare. Little did I know, he has multiple in stock. You idiot. He's just going to put it for sale on the online store. Idiot.
Yeah. God, that. Man.
Yeah, that was another thing.
Having your, quote, campaign, here's the end of this is the end day, last day, get in your orders before it fucking ends. You can only get it during exclusive right now, and then to continue to sell them as an appreciation. Sure, motherfucker, it's because you made almost $1 million less on that campaign as you did on Isom 1. And it cost you a shit ton more money.
Yeah.
Because he ordered a lot more books. I think he spent something like 100,000 from what I saw somewhere on Twitter. And it could be completely wrong. But I saw somewhere he spent like $100K on that little animated trailer. Just the little animated trailer. That's why he's bringing the animation guys in-house. Yeah. I mean, it's just...
Well, there's a lot of space in that warehouse.
Just disgusting.
Yeah.
It's
it's pretty fucked up when you tell people something's gonna be exclusive and then And then you sell it, and then you say it's because of customer appreciation. Well, if you really appreciated the customer, you would keep that exclusive, because that's why they bought it. You asshole.
The entire time you're marketing them as truly exclusive,
Yeah.
rare.
Yeah.
This is going to be a collectible. It's
No,
no longer
exactly.
collectible if you can.
Well,
get
it was
past a
never
certain point.
collectible. It's a piece of shit.
I mean, it's not, but you know what I mean. I mean, you might as well have just.
Yeah.
He just burned the secondary market to the ground on that book.
Yeah.
I mean, except for the dumb fucks that don't know anything about comics and that'll, still go out there and pay big money on eBay for trash.
That is true. Colonel Morg says, CG would later call transcripts receipts, and then they became a good thing suddenly. That is, yeah, that is true. It's funny how that works. I think we're out of stories. I think we covered everything, guys.
I think we did.
Yeah. So I think we're going to do something else. Just kidding.
We are.
We're going to end the stream. Good night, guys. It was
Good
fun.
night, everybody.
It was fun. Unless it wasn't. Either way, we're going.
I thought it was.
I thought so too. But somebody in the chat was complaining.
Oh, somebody always complains.
Yeah. Stop that.